Hello everyone, Georgia Ramblin' Man here. Saturday morning, July the 8th, Asheville, North Carolina. The group is getting ready to head out west on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Okay, we're out on the road right now and we are hitting the Blue Ridge Parkway as I speak. Great group of guys here today. Had a really nice time last night. We kind of concentrate on these curves here while we get on the parkway. Entering the Blue Ridge Parkway. Okay, we're headed towards Maggie Valley. Got about 20 riders, I think, riding on this trip. We're all here in staggered formation, led by the great Maggie 7 in front. Also in front of me, Harley Trek on his beautiful white Street Glide, and Mr. Patrick Orvis on his Iron 883. Very clear morning here, great morning to ride, but it is warm. A lot of guys just have their t-shirts on, but I went ahead and put my jacket on because I can't pack it in my gear. I'm fully packed. Probably ought to ride with a jacket anyway. Anyways, we head down the Blue Ridge Parkway here. This is my first trip on the parkway, and it is truly beautiful. We don't really have that far to go to get to Maggie Valley. I don't know, 30 or 40 miles. We're going to meet up with some other guys there that went ahead and went into Robbinsville last night. But everybody had a really nice time. I got to the hotel a little bit early yesterday. Went and got some adult refreshments and put them in my refrigerator, so my room and outside my room became party central. Happy hour as everybody arrived. Just sitting around drinking a few beers and talking with all the guys, getting to meet everyone for the first time. Really was a great thing for me. And it's really funny, I was talking to some of the guys and they didn't recognize me, but once I spoke to them, they said, yeah, I recognize your voice. And that's the way it is on YouTube. We're riding along the French Broad River right now. Just went over the bridge, and this is just gorgeous. Just give you a little taste of the scenery here. You know, the Mountaineer Inn was pretty nice last night. Kind of an old style motel. We met the owner. He's 95 years old. Owned it for a long time. The building I stayed in was built in 1932. So it's been there quite a while. But you know, the rooms were old, but they were clean and comfortable. And I had no complaints. And we went across the street last night and ate at a kind of a bar restaurant. They said it was a biker bar, but I don't know if it really was or not. Pretty typical bar food, but the group had a great time eating together, swapping stories. It's really great to get together, share stories with everybody, and talk about the vlogs and our cameras and our setups and just rides that we're making. Met some new guys. Met a really great guy from Ontario, Canada, Tex Rider. Talked to him a lot. Great guy. You know, getting to meet Harley Trek and Patrick Orvis and Maggie 7. It's really a great thing. NC Stoney, we miss you, man. Hope you're at the hospital now enjoying your new granddaughter. But as we ride here, I'm just thankful for to have this hobby, be able to ride a motorcycle, be able to afford to do it, have the time to do it, have a wonderful family and wife that support me in doing this. Wow, what a beautiful view. and then a chance to meet friends like this and do this annual Hootenanny is a great thing. And this is definitely going to be an annual trip for me. We'll have to talk about different places to go in the future maybe, but I tell you, this is, you can't beat this. I read a lot about the Blue Ridge Parkway and how political it was back in the 30s when they were designing it, trying to figure out where it was going to go, and all the politicians trying to get it to come into their state, and a lot of compromise. But you know, it got built back during the Depression and put a lot of men to work. And now it is truly a beautiful road to ride on. From Asheville to the end in Cherokee is about 95 miles, I think. And I think we're going all the way on it today. I'm not really sure. If we don't, that'll definitely be a bucket list item for me in the future. Okay, just riding along here on a nice warm Saturday morning. Enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the camaraderie of a great group of bikers. Well, we stopped for a little break here, a nice overlook. Some of the guys need a drink of water, some need a cigarette, just need a little break. Everybody's making videos with their iPhones. Like Kaylee 7.
Any underwear?
Kaylee said he's not wearing any underwear. I think he's kidding. Really some nice motorcycles here, as you can see. Here's Patrick's Iron 883, nice bike. A lot of street glides. Let's see, we've got most everybody has a Harley Davidson. There's one Honda Goldwing. I've got my Suzuki Boulevard. And we have one guy on a Suzuki Bergman. It's not Smyrna Cowboy, but he came all the way from Kansas on that nice machine, so he really came a long way. Here's Tex Rider from Ontario, Canada. And it's like 19. What year is this? 97?
Yeah.
97.
The old Evo engine.
Ultra classic.
Can't go.
The old Evo engine. So anyway, we're going to hit the road here again in a second. Okay, the rest break is over. And we are on the road again. I think we're about elevation 3,000 feet right now, according to the last sign that I saw. Right there it says 3270 is our elevation. So we're up in the mountains. This is great. Cool thing about this parkway is all these great tunnels. They're really fun to go through. And it's really dark when you got your tinted visor on. But that was a blast. Anyway, we've got some cars in front of us now, and they're taking their sweet time. At least one of them's pulling off here. That's good. Got Patrick Corvus in front of me on his Iron 883. That's a nice motorcycle. He's got those nice handlebars on it. That is a nice motorcycle. Not sure I'd be good with that thing all the way from Connecticut, but he's a lot younger than me. Talking with Tex Rider last night. He's really excited about this trip to the Wheels Through Time Museum. Said that's on his bucket list. He's super excited about that today. I've never been either, so I'm looking forward to going to it as well. This afternoon there might be some thunderstorms and rain, but boy, I tell you, you cannot beat this morning. It is nothing but blue skies and sunshine. Nice curves. I am just truly amazed at the engineering that went into this Blue Ridge Parkway and the construction. I can just imagine the construction of this thing back in the 30s out here in the middle of the mountains. What an effort that was. One great thing about America. They decide to do something big, whether it's build a Blue Ridge Parkway or put a man on the moon, whatever it is, Americans will do it. Elk Pasture Gap, elevation 4,200 feet, so we're continuing to climb. It's really great riding in this group of motorcyclists and just hearing the engines sound great. We were going to do the Tail of the Dragon today, but everybody decided since it's a Saturday, it's probably going to be really crowded. So I think the group is planning on getting up pretty early tomorrow and heading up there and doing that. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that. That remains on my bucket list, and I'll have to do that at some point in the future. I have to fly to Orlando, Florida for a conference tomorrow. And I need to get back home to Atlanta and get kind of packed up and ready for that and get out of my motorcycle riding mode and into my business mode, which won't be hard to do. But the rest of the group, not all. One guy went back, Paul, cranky biker, went back this morning. He had to get back. He's headed out on a trip, I think, tonight or maybe tomorrow. So he had to get back. So he left early this morning. He texted us and told us he'd made it back. A couple guys are leaving Monday, and I think the Hoot goes through, I think, Wednesday before it's officially over. It's going to be headquartered in Robbinsville for a few days, and we're taking lots of different day rides out of Robbinsville. There's another tunnel. The Little Pisgah Ridge Tunnel. I just think about the engineering and the construction of these tunnels back in the 30s, you know. With all the modern equipment and lasers and everything we have today, it's easy. Back then, not so much. But you know what? They're still there. The Buck Spring Tunnel. These are some pretty short tunnels we've hit here last few minutes. I went through really one long one where I had to actually raise up my visor. It was just too dark. Okay, now we're at the Mount Pisgah Overlook, I guess. See if you can see some of that. Really beautiful. My Kaylee 7 is doing a great job of leading us up there. Not too slow, not too fast. I think we got riders of pretty much all skill levels, and he's doing a great job of leading this group. Haven't scraped any floorboards yet. Okay guys, I'm going to sign out here. Hope you've enjoyed this video of the ride from Asheville down to Maggie Valley on day 2 of the Hoot. Well, day 3 of the Hoot. Day 2 of the Hoot for me. It's great fun. Any of you guys missed it this year, wanted to come next year, I highly recommend it. The camaraderie, the friendships, the riding, you cannot beat this. This is what life, well, it's not what life is all about. I was going to say that. It's not true. But you know what? It's a great part of life. And I'm certainly enjoying myself. Anyway, guys, everybody ride safe. This is Georgia Ramblin' Man. I will catch you later.